Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, December 4th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Despite a rainy and actually a beautifully foggy weekend, it was pretty spectacular with the Chocolate Binge Festival and the Maryland Avenue event on Friday evening. And just a quick reminder, in case you are not signed up, we do have a daily news recap newsletter. It's great for news that happens after this drops in the mornings or what happens over the weekend. It's local, free, and it hits your email inbox every night at 7 p.m., and I'm going to drop a link right here in the show notes so you can subscribe. Anyhow, we do have a bunch of news to catch up on, so shall we? I expect to hear a little bit more later this morning, so you want to be sure to check back on eyeonannapolis.net, but the Annapolis police were sent to the Taco Bell on West Street just after 7 p.m. on Friday night for a stabbing. According to fire officials, there was one victim with a stab wound to the face. Police have not released any information on a suspect or the victim or any circumstances surrounding the incident. County Executive Pittman announced that the Corrections Department will be the first in the nation to launch a, quote, bystander training program in the jails. He says that this is a program to promote a safer and more positive environment in the jails, and it is based off of a program called Active Bystandership for Law Enforcement, but it is being adopted for the correctional facilities. I'm wondering how many bystanders there are in jail. And this program seems to me just about as foggy as it was yesterday morning. We sort of saw this coming, but Governor Moore has announced that he is cutting 8% across the board of the Maryland Department of Transportation's budget. This is in response to the expected budget shortfalls, and there likely are more to come as the surplus the administration inherited has been depleted. All the arty people ought to be happy. We got word of these a little bit late on Friday, so we went to social media to let everybody know, but Nancy Hammond Editions has opened up the new gallery on 6th Street in Eastport. And a fun fact, that was Nancy's home and her very first gallery, so she really has come full circle. And Art Things will reopen officially on Saturday at Maryland Hall. Now, it was recently purchased by Sarah Winchester, and I know many people are thrilled to see this Annapolis staple come back to life. At 7 p.m. last night, we learned that the Hokies will take on the Green Wave in the Military Bowl here in Annapolis on December 27th. Virginia Tech has been here 3 times, and this will be Tulane's first appearance in the Military Bowl. The teams have played a total of 9 times in history, and the Hokies lead that series 5-4. Tickets are available right now at militarybowl.org, and you definitely want to keep your ears open because we will have a bunch to give away as well. And the morning of the 27th, the parade kicks off at 10 a.m. And again, yours truly will be emceeing it right from the base of the city's Christmas tree. So do stop by and say hello. Hopefully you caught our Canines and Crosstreks on Friday with Cinnamon Zoe, the Shih Tzu that nearly got stolen by me. And hopefully you have some room in your heart and your home for her. She is totally adorable and looking for just the perfect home for the holidays. If you missed it, you want to go back and have a listen to that. On Saturday, we spoke with Sally from the Classic Theater of Maryland and all about the goings-on this month and beyond. If you want professional theater, and we're talking Broadway-type professional theater, that's the theater you want. Do give that one a listen as well. All right, that is a wrap. Thank you, first and foremost, and also a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and Scout and Molly's. And Covington is back with her Monday Money Report, and George Young from DC MDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecasted weather report you're going to find. All that's coming up in just a bit, so Hang around.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, December 4th. Pretty blah weather weekend for the Annapolis region, and the week ahead will be a bit more of the same through Wednesday or Thursday, but conditions should rebound nicely at the end of the week, ahead of another cold front with maybe some more rain Sunday. Look for mostly cloudy skies today and tomorrow with highs today in the mid or upper 50s, followed by temps near 50 degrees tomorrow with a chance of a few showers Wednesday with highs only in the 45 to 50 degree range, with sunshine returning in full effect Thursday with temps staying in the mid to upper 40s for most in the region, 4 p.m. highs. From there, the expectation is for more sunshine Friday and Saturday, with highs Friday in the mid 50s or so, with upper 50s to maybe lower mid 60s on Saturday, ahead of a cold front that could bring more rain to the region Sunday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Experience the magic of the holiday season at Lights on the Bay, celebrating the 100th anniversary of the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Bring your family and furry friends to Sandy Point State Park for a 2-mile scenic drive featuring more than 60 spectacular displays, including this year's brand new theme, North Pole Adventure. Admission is only $20 per car. Discounts are available through our generous sponsors. All proceeds benefit the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Lights on the Bay, open nightly from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Advanced illness decisions aren't always easy. Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, wants you to know you do have a choice over who provides care, what type of care, and when and where your loved one receives that care. Learn more at hospicechesapeake.org.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing, it can be confusing. Ann Alsina, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it all for over 17 years. Are you ready? Now here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The market was up again last week, with inflation continuing to slow and the Federal Reserve Bank holding steady on interest rates. Year to date, the S&P 500 is up just over 20%. Another thing that always seems to be up is taxes. If you have any investments outside of retirement accounts, one way to help reduce your tax bill is tax loss harvesting. While we believe this should be done year-round, December is also a good time to take a look at your investments from a tax perspective. Tax loss harvesting is when you sell an investment that is at a loss to realize that loss for tax purposes. It seems counterintuitive, as if you were selling low. And if you were selling low and not investing in something else, that's usually not a good idea. Think of harvesting losses more as switching investments. I'm selling cogs with cogs. I'm buying Spacely sprockets. I'm still invested in the aerospace industry, but I've realized a loss that can help reduce my tax bill. Capital losses will offset capital gains and up to $3,000 of ordinary income. The flip side is purposely recognizing gains. If you have a large loss carry forward, meaning a loss you had in prior years, you may want to sell stock that is doing well to recognize that gain and have it be offset by the loss you already have on your books. If you're in a low-income year, you may want to recognize gains while you're in a lower capital gains tax bracket. The other thing to pay attention to is mutual fund capital gains distributions. When a mutual fund sells a holding, that gain is distributed to shareholders on a set date, usually mid-December. Anyone holding shares on that date will receive a 1099 for their share of the gains. Most fund companies publish expected gains distributions, so it is worth a conversation with your advisor and tax professional to see if you want to sell any mutual funds prior to the record date of the distribution. We're also approaching the deadline to establish donor-advised funds for the year. A donor-advised fund, or DAF, is similar to a private foundation, but without all the hassle. You establish an account, or DAF, with a nonprofit. When you make contributions to the account, you receive a tax deduction. The money is invested, and you can then ask that the nonprofit holding the account make gifts to charities of your choice any point in the future. Your action item this week is to remove your saved credit card information from all the shopping sites you frequent. This accomplishes two things. First, it makes it harder to click buy, giving you time to think about the purchase. Is it really something you need? Second, it helps protect your information if that company's system is hacked. CovingtonAlsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented for educational purposes only. It's not to make an offer or solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments involve risk and unless otherwise noted are not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor and/or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Covington with CovingtonAlsina.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.